white people making more than you, and the agents is the ones that they used to be in the back of the phone. They're stupid. They're stupid. And guess what, black people, black African American FBI crooked agents, guess what? If you don't get your computer skills up, you won't even be having a job. Because they're going to run out of the following. That's going to die out. That's going to die out. I'm telling you that right now. Because the way this computer system been roll, and the way that when we get the green, we're going to be flying. And by that time, you won't be doing this. So you're going to need to get your skills up. That's what you're going to need to do. Because the FBI is not going to need you. Your job is going to fade out. So that's what you need to be doing. Getting you some skills. Because the agents getting theirs. They securing their spots. The white people securing their spots. What are you going to be doing? And this is how I feel. And I think it's crazy. I think it's crazy that they actually spend money and get in their cars with that intent and be actually up there drinking coffee and going to Starbucks and talking on the phone to their parents, and their parents don't know. Do you know that your daughter is a thief? Do you know what your daughter just went in there and did, and she got a good state job, a good federal state job, and she's out here committing identity theft? They're out here stealing. And then when they go home and tell their family, what did you steal out of Panera Bread? A sandwich. You a FBI agent and you in there stealing sandwiches? Go show you they retarded. You a FBI agent and you stealing sandwiches. You a FBI agent and you buying coffee. Yo, $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 a year job, and you up here buying coffee to set up a black person. You're retarded. Your $90,000 job, and you in Target buying a stick of glue or buying dumb stuff with a $90,000 job. You're retarded. You're retarded. You're retarded. You're retarded. Then I wonder how many of me is on their caseload during the day. Lord Jesus. And somebody just sit there and calls it in. The white man calls it in. I want this done. I want that done. I be wanting to know how do those meetings work? I would love to hear it. I would love to hear somebody telling somebody, all right, when she get to this store, you go in here with this card, and this is what you do at this. And then I would love to hear the person take receipt of those instructions. That's crazy as I don't know what to me. And a lot of people is in jail. And a lot of people out here is homeless, just like me. And that's why I want it. Because I feel like all these people up here homeless, you're not really homeless. You're like me. You're railroaded. That's why they got so many of them. Because the system is messed up. And if they doing me like that, I ain't the only one. That's why they got 115,000 people up here on the street. Because I bet 110 is railroaded. Same way they try to drive me to drugs. Did the same thing. Black people community. Mess up their weed. Drive them to drugs. Drive them to mental health. Drive them to lose their cars. Drive them to lose their families. They retarded. And meanwhile, all I see is these ugly white people holding their kids. Hypocrites. You goddamn hypocrites. Black people want to hold their kids too. Black people want to go home and have a mortgage too. Black people want to sit out and eat cheese crackers and enjoy the sunshine without having 1,000 people get shot, or having all kind of oppression go on in the world, or all kind of oppression go on in their culture, and reading about this person happening, that person happening. It don't happen to white people. It don't happen to Asians. It don't happen to Latinos. It only happened to one. I bet if they run the statistics on these people that's really homeless down there, let's get to asking them questions then. I bet they won't ask them that. Why are you homeless? Did the FBI put you out here? I want to see. That's why I want to ask. Why are you homeless? You could tell me the truth. I want to know. Why are you homeless? Did the IRS put you out here? Did the county put you out here? All these people ain't just all on the same. When you see everything, everybody doing the same thing. My sister and all her kids the same way. They got her out of jail. They put her back in. They sent a white man. She had a business. I can get you anything you want for a discounted price. Okay. She was doing fine. She was the first one with the Land Rover. She had a nice business going on. She was doing all right. White man come along. He asked for what everybody else in her little culture. That's what she messed up. Stick with your culture. Everybody else want clothes, blankets, shoes, normal stuff. This nigga want a boat. Why? He did that on purpose. I want to get a big, just like they do now. They don't want no regular stuff. They be doing big boy stuff. I'm going to get this nigga out the way. Ordered a boat. The boat didn't come in. The boat didn't come in because they made it not come in. She going to jail. That's a civil matter. All day long. It should never been criminal. That's a civil matter. If a business don't fulfill their end of the bargain, that is a civil matter. You're supposed to take them to court and sue. Or you're supposed to wait. Send them a certified letter. None of that stuff happened. See, that's where they mess your mind up, the way you can't think about what be really going on. And before you know it, you be slipping on them. Because they get so many. They keep them coming. Because that's how they do black people. They keep them oppressed. Let's keep these niggers down. Put some more on them. That's why they call it fishing. Because when they hook you in, they keep reeling. And they keep reeling. And they keep reeling. And they don't leave you alone. And they put more stuff and more stuff. All right, take her son. I killed myself in 2020. Take her son. All right, take her husband. They reeling. Take her job. Take her help. That's them. So when they did that to my sister, you go to jail. They gave her 30-some years. She get out. She think she got herself out. You didn't get yourself out. They let you out because you did enough of the long sentence that they gave you, and they felt bad and they let you out. So then she get out and she thinks she's going to do what she want to do, and she thinks she's free. I'm going to school. I'm going to be a lawyer and I'm going to be a paralegal. She's not even mad. They done raped her. They done gave her all kind of drugs. They gave her house dog. They gave her all kinds of things, and they done raped her. She said she got pregnant. They done cut off her finger. They did all of that stuff to her and let her out. And she thinks she finna be free. Nope. Nope. She moved 70 over 30. I think they said between 30 and 70 different places to live. Trying to find somewhere to live. Same as me. And so she got out. She thought she finna be free. Thought she finna go to law school, get a degree. Nope. Nope. What they gonna do? Get you tied up in student loans so they can stay in your life. And then right when you think you finna graduate, they put her out. So now what they did, they got you wrapped up in student loans. You still into the government. The government's still all in your business because you owe them the student loans, giving them a right to keep that hook in you. And then you're not going to be a lawyer because we said no. And you're not going to get the education either. And that's the same way. When I went over there to the law library, they put that wizard up in there. They put a wizard up in there over them educational books. That's exactly the way it was in slavery. And they think they not racist. The hell you say. They put a wizard up in that law library the last time I went. And I ain't went back over there. Put that white man up in there over them educational books. Didn't want to tell me nothing, but he led me to a book that ain't had nothing to do with what I wanted, with bombs all over it. I bet that got a reason. Come on over here, nigga. You want to see a book? I got a book you can see. And they think they right. No, they ain't right. They racist and it's well hidden. And what make it so bad, these black people are accustomed to it. Because this is their culture and this is all they know. And they think they free. You're not free. You're not free. You ain't free at all. You free to roam and do what they said you can do. And the minute you think you finna be whatever you can be and have all these aspirations and all of that, them people gonna hook that reel in you and they gonna ring your ass on back in there until they get tired, until that rope just break. Ain't no way in the world this many people is on to this bullshit that they doing to me. And they know for a fact when they get up and get dressed, they know we going to set up Crystal today. We working on Crystal today. The man at Home Depot last night that's playing on the phone, that's being disrespectful. They know it for a fact. What we're doing is wrong and it's illegal. And they sit there and their buddies watch them and they high five them and they don't say nothing about it. And they know this is wrong. We shouldn't be doing this. And they all know about it because they used to doing it. And they even got caught. They don't even realize how far into it that they are. You are far into it because when they're now trying to make evidence to add up to the 25 years that I said, and they're going to get caught doing it because of the simple fact of, you're going to sit there and go before a court of law and say, we've been doing this for 25 years and you ain't gave that girl no kind of inclination or no kind of a meeting, no nothing. No, that's where the jury is going to say, you're done. That's harassment. That's illegal. You own that girl for 25 years and they sit up there trying to make evidence for it. Good. Good. Follow me and get yourself right on up in that net because the Lord made one of his own. And they sit up there and brag and make all kind of elaborate detail. That man told me this is a spider web. They're retarded. They don't have no sense. Them white people told me this is a spider web and your life is a spider web and we're making it. And you're in it and ain't nothing you can do about it. And then they have white people telling you that this is your destiny. You're going here. And when you go to try to rent a place to stay, the lady told me this is happening. That black lady in Georgia told me this, you going to jail. This is your destiny. I just want to take you to your destiny. And tell me I can help you get a place to stay. I can help you do all that. I think I'm excited. Okay, great. I'm happy about it. And the lady tells me all of a sudden, yeah, all you need to do is get you a new, let's just say a control number or something like that. Something they use, but it's a social security number or something. I'm not doing any of that. I'm not doing any of that. And so that's exactly the way that they do it. Hunt people all day long, giving them bad information. You could use that same black lady that you're using to set somebody up and use those same Google Analytics, you retarded jackasses, and reel those people in an honest way. We got the boy out of prison and all we did was we sent him positive stuff all day long. He got positive stuff all day long. We reeling him in. We seen in him. See, this is how they take that research when you go to prison and that team, that committee sit down there and analyze you. They're analyzing you to send that trash to the slave masters, to the FBI and the IRS. And they sit there and they analyze that trash and they sit up there and see how we going to trap you when you get back out. And they need to stop that mess. Instead, you came in here for this. And we see these qualities out of you. And this is what we want you to do. And when you get out of here, this is what you are going to do. Or you're going to come back. They don't do that. They don't do that. And that's what they need to do. Turn that research around. Turn those analytics around. Because guess what? When that black man feel like he can win, look at Eddie Murphy on Trading Places. When he felt like he could win, he won. He did good. He didn't want to beat and cheat no more. He wanted to do well. You can take that man out there with the gun in his hand that was convicted of burglary before and say, hey, If you was as strong enough to go in there and do this, you have influence. You have management potential. We want to pull that out of you. And you know what? And when you encourage him, when you build him up, when you make him feel like he's a king, he's going to go out here and he's going to do what? He's going to do great. Psychological research says that white people do not ever talk down on their kids. Not ever. And that's why they excel more. Black people call the kid, oh, he's so bad. Oh, he's so messed up. That White people don't talk to their kids like that. They don't say stuff, but they laugh at us because we talk to our kids like that. We say stuff to our kids. We don't know how to build their self-esteem. We don't know how to encourage them. We don't know how to push them into the successful stages of moral development. We don't know how to do that. To get their identities off of TV. White people don't even let their kids look at TV like that. It's actually unhealthy for your kids to be looking at TV before the age of 3. According to psychological research, it damages the brain. Which goes to show, like I said, the reason why these millennials are so off the chain. The Lord said their brains are fried. They stick a tablet in their face as soon as they come out the womb. Tablet. Why? That's radiation. That's energy. And then they wonder why my children went to nuts when they couldn't look at it. You have addicted them to it. They're addicted to it. As soon as they have it in their hand, they don't even have to be doing anything. Just to feel it in their hand and they fine. You take it, you done fried them. That's research. So, like I said, I looked at Clayton County today. Talking about they are hiring people in the mall. That's a very good place to go look for law-abiding future police officers in the mall. I get the point where a lot of people at, but you also got to look at your surroundings. You're in Atlanta, Georgia, talking about going to the mall, and you want police out of there? Okay, imagine that. No, that fair should have been held at the library. That fair should have been held at the hotel. A nice hotel. That should have been held at an actual business center. Not at the mall. Nah. A mall. You go to a mall for a hiring event if you want to work at Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, FedEx. You don't go to the mall to get a job to be a police officer. You got to be somewhere where you going to eliminate the type of people that's applying. I'm going to the library. I'm going to over here to the business center. I'm going over here to rent this, this little place over here. But I'm doing something to minimize my applicants. Because if all they got to do is apply and pass a background check, you didn't hire a police officer. All you hired was just somebody that passed a background check. Like I said, that whole system needs to be changed. From the application process, they need character assessments added to that, and they need to be reviewed. They need to be under surveillance for that. All that time that you are in this academy, you're under surveillance. You don't even know it. You're under surveillance. We on your phones. We tapping you. We watching you. We doing all of that. You're under surveillance. And we're scouting you. We're literally testing you. We're putting to see if you're going to steal, if you're going to do this, if you're going to do that, if you're going to do that. And as you pass, you're going through intensive training. That's how you're going to know who you got on the road. And they think that these people are just out here just shooting. They're shooting people down. That's the point. They don't understand that. That's what the Lord, I'm not going to get into that right now, but that's what the Lord was saying the 2.3 ratio attack is. With the system, I'm not going to get into that tonight, but it's under attack in 3 different ways. Because the enemy come to rob, steal, and destroy. Rob, steal, and destroy. Rob, kill, and destroy. Rob, kill, and destroy. And that's where we are going wrong at in America. 2.3. equals 6. That's the first stage of the end of the world. The first trimester. We're in the first trimester of Armageddon, whether we want to realize it or not. I don't care. The Lord said it is. So they need to understand that. They need to realize that. They need to see that. That this is where, while you got police out here killing black people, they got those jobs to do that. They got those jobs to do that. That was their intent. And that's their job, being a police, to be cautious, to be aware, to be prudent in who you're hiring. That's a part of protecting and serving. I got to protect the community to make sure I hire law-abiding people that need to be out here. I can't just hire somebody that just because they passed. That's not enough. Just because they can drive and make sure that's not enough. I got to make sure that I'm joining the right family together. See, they joining the wrong family together. And all they got is a bunch of gang members out here with badges. And that's why you got officers that can pull up and say what they want to say and do all this, because they ain't got nobody over them. It's allowed. You got Clayton County, half of them that can pull up and get gas off of other people's credit cards because they don't care. You got officers that lie and beat you down in the street and take your weed and smoke it in your face and tell you go ahead, because they're not officers. You hired people at the mall and you gave them a badge. And so what? You got training. The training messed up. Strap messed up in the uniform. You got the white on the top and the black on the bottom. That junk need to change. It's in the colors. White and black is slavery all day long. They wore white and black to be maids, to serve. Yeah, the serving part is good, but it has the wrong message behind it. That needs to change. Go green. Put them in green. Green shirts. Black pants. Go green. We going to green. We going together. We all going together. We going green. I'm not black and no white. That's not too old. Come out of there. And get all them. They got all them words in the system. When they hear it in training. I hear it. I seen it up here in California. Game code and game. Why are y'all calling black people games? Gaming. And this, that. The language is wrong. It's prejudice. And I'm going to ask under Grace's Law to get the stuff. Please get this stuff out of the Constitution. Statistical research and psychological research show that if you say something enough and you do it enough, it will become a reaction in you. So if you got the officers feeling superior, acting superior, lording over black people, hunting black people all day, of course they going to shoot them when they get the opportunity. You're getting shot. Why? Because that's what they done practiced. That's what they done watched. That's what they done did. We done harassed them all day. We done followed them. We done pursued them. We done subdued them. They oppressed like hell. And the minute you do something wrong, ain't nothing left to do but get shot. We done did everything else. We done took your job. We done made you homeless. We done did all of this other stuff. And you keep talking, you're getting shot. Because ain't nothing else for them to do. They done did it all. And guess who taught them that? The police department. The police department. Because even before you be an FBI, you're a police. In some places. I don't know about in California. Because in California, you might just be an FBI just because you was at the mall. So I don't know what their hiring criteria is. But it don't look like it's much to it. The bottom of the line point of the matter is, they know what I'm saying is right. They might not respect my delivery, but I don't respect theirs. And they need to change it. And by the time this case get over with, it's going to be changed. Grace's Law in the name of Jesus is going to be implemented. And the next time I get on here, I'm going to do what the Lord told me to do and define Grace's Law. Because Grace's Law is coming out of this. Because I want black people to be under grace. African Americans need to be under grace. They're railroaded. And there's no way that I'm wrong. And when I go to Kentucky, ain't no homeless people up there like that. I don't think I've seen any. You might see a straggler. And if you do, it's so strange. You want to know why? I will say this about Kentucky. I will give them this. You want to know why? Because they police, they off the chain. Do not get me wrong. But they got systems up there. It ain't that many. They let them black people do whatever they gonna do. The weed and the drugs is even relaxed. And so what does that mean? They people relaxed. They people ain't, that's why my son like to be up there. Because they let them smoke all day. They don't care. They don't bother them. They leave them alone. Let them live. And guess what? You don't hear all that crime up there. Nobody got shot them 2 years I was there. They let them people live. Everybody got about 2 acres and a half in between them. Ain't nobody bothering nobody. They let them people live. Ain't no homeless people up there like that. They police is still dirty and off the chain and still got nuts to the side. However, they numbers are not as bad because they let them people live. Leave them alone. They bothered me because I was a part of the I'm going to be bothering her. But it's in there. They system injustice is in there. It's just not as bad. It's bad, and the homeless rates are higher. Everywhere is more corruption. Everywhere is more corruption. The numbers are bad. Atlanta, the numbers are bad because the police ain't got no respect. The numbers are bad. They ain't as bad as Atlanta, but they bad. They bad. And so are the police. And so if the police don't care about the community, the people not going to care about themselves. It's all attached into each other. Soon as they put these people on all this medication and all of this stuff, they don't even care. That man, Dr. Syrian, his license need to be took. You haven't even seen someone 20 seconds. You're evaluating, and first of all, you ain't doing no evaluation, first and foremost. Second of all, you ain't asked that person none of their symptoms, their body weight, their height, nothing to get that person to talking about what is bothering them. And you're just writing hardcore prescriptions that can have an adverse effect on that person and have them go out here and commit a crime. Does he care? No. But the board will care. It's malpractice. That's what it is. Because you can't just be writing everybody that come in there, Depakote 200 milligrams, Seroquel. No, you're not a doctor. You're a quack. Get your ass out from over here and go back to your country. I'm going to get that license. I'm going to get that license. If you got one, because I don't even think you're a real person anyway. But whatever you is, it's got to come to court because the FBI is using that evidence over there. And because they using it, you gonna be needed. And when you get in that courtroom, you going to jail and you going back to your country. I hope you know it. Because I'm going to let them know. He didn't even see them people. Run the cameras back. Run the cameras back. The board gonna run the cameras back and see you in the hall. You're not talking to none of these people no longer than 20 seconds. And you're just writing these hardcore prescriptions. Every person is less than a minute and a half. How are you calling yourself a doctor? You're not a doctor. You're overloaded and you're being greedy and you're just writing prescriptions to damage the health of people. You gay, and I'm not just defending black people in this. I defended that white lady. I didn't like it how you, for the sake of this conversation, you upped her dosage 100 milligrams because she wanted to look at TV. You're a malpractice. You need to be fired and you need to be out of there. That shouldn't even went there. She shouldn't even been in the hospital and she shouldn't have been in there that long. I'm using the scenario. I'm not using the person because I don't believe in the person. I'm using the scenario to prove my case. It's wrong. Another guy in there, I'm just taking pills. I don't know what I'm taking. That's not the way that's supposed to work. You're supposed to sit them down, explain the medication, explain their diagnosis, explain what it's for, explain the treatment plan, have that intake worker go over that treatment plan with them, and they agree or disagree. That's the way that's supposed to work. That's not the way they did that. You did it that like this doctor said this in 30 seconds. This what you're doing. Your pills coming at night. And then you don't have qualified technicians giving out that medication. You're not supposed to be, you're supposed to have on an RN badge to be issuing medication. I don't know what they got going on, but they finna get closed down. So anyway, back to my sister. We ain't got all this stuff in common for nothing. We've been hunted by the same people. And they took her sons, and like I wrote in my notebook earlier today, it's not a coincidence that all of our kids got took from whose house? Gwanda House. Her son went to Gwanda House and got took. The minute he got from Gwanda House, wasn't even there a week, 2 weeks, took in the system, 30 years. Took for no reason. And then I looked at it, why is there all these victims old? We need to get an investigation going on. See if these victims are real victims. See if Albert victim was a real victim. Or is that a paid person to make a statement and then you disappear? No. Corey case, a real victim. Oh, he just died. Did he die? Or was he never a victim? The white lady that he supposed to be with now, is she a victim? Is she a real person? Inquiring minds want to know. Because I'm seeing a similarity where people go to Terry Ray house and don't make it back out. Come to find out. And how is that? Terry Ray calls up here and know all of the business of California. Terry Ray and Nika Truesdale called up here talking about the Mexicans in the vans. FBI didn't even heard that. How they know about what's up here and what race go with the vans? They talking too much. So my question go back to people go to Terry Ray house and don't come out. My son went there in jail. Corey went there. Nico went there. He don't count because he a part of it. Albert went there in jail. Ron Tavis went there in jail. They all go to jail when they get over to your house. And mighty funny, they all be target children. Going to, like I said, that man take your children. They take your children and they take your life. And they make up reasons to hold them. And act like they right instead of letting them go. And they know it. They take your children. They act like they don't know nothing about it and don't know what's going on and didn't take them and like they do me. And them FBI agents know. Because why? They sit up there and tell me, be quiet. I ain't no incentive to be quiet. Ain't no incentive. I want some money so I could go out here and make a change in the world.